Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What is a benefit of using Amazon ECS Service Discovery with AWS Cloud Map? Automatically updating DNS information for containers. Encrypting all network traffic. Increasing network latency. Creating separate VPCs for each service. Using Amazon ECS Service Discovery with AWS Cloud Map can automatically update DNS information for containers, simplifying the process of service discovery and allowing containers to communicate with each other using easily resolvable names. What is the difference between AWS Cloud Map Service Discovery and Amazon Route 53 DNS records? Cloud Map is only for internal services, while Route 53 is for external services. Cloud Map is a standalone service, while Route 53 is integrated with other AWS services. Cloud Map provides load balancing, while Route 53 focuses on security. Cloud Map supports dynamic updates and uses APIs, while Route 53 uses static DNS records. The main difference is that AWS Cloud Map supports dynamic updates through APIs, allowing for automatic service discovery and registration, while Route 53 uses static DNS records for traditional DNS management. What is the benefit of using weighted routing policies in AWS Cloud Map? Cost optimization. Security at rest. Data encryption. Traffic shifting and load balancing. Weighted routing policies in AWS Cloud Map allow you to control the distribution of traffic among multiple service instances, enabling traffic shifting and load balancing. What type of applications benefit from using AWS Cloud Map for service discovery? Microservices architectures. Monolithic application stacks. Legacy on-premises software. Standalone desktop applications. AWS Cloud Map is particularly beneficial for microservices architectures, providing flexible service discovery and management capabilities for complex and distributed application environments. What is the benefit of using AWS Cloud Map for distributed web applications? It optimizes web server configurations for load balancing. It enforces strict data encryption for web traffic. It automatically manages web application deployments. It enables efficient service discovery and communication across web components. Using AWS Cloud Map for distributed web applications enables efficient service discovery and communication across web components, ensuring seamless interaction and connectivity between services. How does AWS Cloud Map facilitate DNS-based service discovery? By encrypting DNS queries for enhanced security. By associating service names with DNS records for service endpoints. By automatically updating DNS records for new service instances. By managing access control policies for DNS resolution. AWS Cloud Map facilitates DNS-based service discovery by associating service names with DNS records for service endpoints, making it easier to locate and connect to services within a namespace. What is the benefit of using AWS Cloud Map with AWS Lambda functions? It enforces strict timeouts for Lambda invocations. It facilitates service discovery and communication with Lambda functions. It automatically scales Lambda resources based on function triggers. It reduces the cost of running Lambda functions. Using AWS Cloud Map with AWS Lambda functions facilitates service discovery and communication with Lambda functions, making it easier to manage and connect serverless functions within a cloud environment. How can you monitor service health in AWS Cloud Map? By encrypting all service data. By increasing data storage capacity. By configuring network firewalls. By setting up health checks for registered services. In AWS Cloud Map, you can monitor service health by setting up health checks for registered services, which will automatically check the health status of services and route traffic accordingly. What role does DNS routing play in AWS Cloud Map service discovery? It encrypts DNS communication for enhanced security. It enforces network segmentation for service communication. It optimizes DNS resolution for distributed services. It routes DNS queries to specific service instances for discovery. DNS routing in AWS Cloud Map plays a crucial role in routing DNS queries to specific service instances for service discovery, allowing for efficient connection and communication between services. What is the primary purpose of using AWS Cloud Map for microservices architecture? To enforce strict resource limits on individual services. To eliminate the need for containerization of services. To facilitate service discovery and dynamic updates. To automatically provision new microservices instances. The primary purpose of using AWS Cloud Map for microservices architecture is to facilitate service discovery and dynamic updates, making it easier to manage and scale microservices. What is the key advantage of leveraging AWS Cloud Map in a microservices architecture? Cost-effective provisioning of cloud resources. Strict enforcement of resource limits for individual services. Centralized management and dynamic service updates. Optimized networking configurations for microservices. The key advantage of leveraging AWS Cloud Map in a microservices architecture is centralized management and dynamic service updates, ensuring efficient communication and scalability of individual services. What is the purpose of using health checks with AWS Cloud Map service discovery? To isolate network traffic. To reduce storage costs. To increase network latency. To verify the health and availability of service instances. Health checks in AWS Cloud Map service discovery are used to verify the health and availability of service instances, ensuring that only healthy instances receive traffic and maintaining the reliability of the system. What is the advantage of using AWS Cloud Map in a container orchestration platform? It reduces the security risks associated with containers. It enforces strict compliance checks for containers. It provides seamless service discovery and updates for container instances. It optimizes container resource usage in real time. The advantage of using AWS Cloud Map in a container orchestration platform is the seamless service discovery and updates for container instances, making it easier to manage and communicate between containers. What is a requirement for using AWS Cloud Map with Amazon ECS services? Using a specific instance type. Setting up a VPN connection. Enabled service discovery integration. Deploying in a specific availability zone. To use AWS Cloud Map with Amazon ECS services, you must enable service discovery integration, allowing for seamless integration and service discovery within ECS environments. How does AWS Cloud Map support service discovery in a multi-account environment? By sharing namespaces across accounts. By encrypting all service data. By isolating services in separate networks. By implementing additional access control policies. AWS Cloud Map supports service discovery in a multi-account environment by allowing namespaces to be shared across accounts, enabling seamless service discovery and management across different AWS accounts within the same organization. What is the benefit of using AWS Cloud Map for internal DNS resolution in a VPC? It optimizes routing for VPC traffic. It enforces strict billing controls for VPC resources. It automates network configurations for VPC resources. It simplifies service discovery and updates within a VPC. Using AWS Cloud Map for internal DNS resolution in a VPC simplifies service discovery and updates within the VPC, making it easier to manage and connect VPC resources. What feature of AWS Cloud Map allows for easy monitoring of service health and performance? Load balancers, security groups, content delivery networks, health checks. AWS Cloud Map uses health checks to monitor the health and performance of service instances, allowing for easy identification of potential issues and the prevention of routing traffic to unhealthy instances. What is the benefit of using namespaces in AWS Cloud Map? To restrict access to specific services based on user permissions. To group related services and facilitate service discovery within a namespace. To automatically provision new resources for services. To monitor network traffic and performance for services. Namespaces in AWS Cloud Map help to group related services and facilitate service discovery within a namespace, ensuring efficient management and organization of services. How does AWS Cloud Map enable service discovery in a multi-region architecture? By encrypting all service data. By using the same Cloud Map namespace across regions. By creating separate namespaces for each region. By using different routing policies for each region. AWS Cloud Map enables service discovery in a multi-region architecture by allowing you to use the same Cloud Map namespace across regions, simplifying service discovery and management. How does AWS Cloud Map integrate with Amazon Route 53? Provides DNS resolution for Route 53 endpoints. Enables automatic SSL certificate generation for Route 53 domains. Allows synchronization of buckets with Cloud Map services. Automatically creates Route 53 DNS records for Cloud Map services. AWS Cloud Map can automatically create Route 53 DNS records for services registered with Cloud Map, simplifying service discovery and DNS resolution. What security feature does AWS Cloud Map provide for service communication? Data masking for sensitive information. Role-based access policies for service instances. TLS encryption for data transmission. Access control lists for service endpoints. AWS Cloud Map provides TLS encryption for data transmission, ensuring secure communication and protection of data between service instances and endpoints within the infrastructure. What is the purpose of service registration in AWS Cloud Map? To automatically provision new resources for services. To monitor network traffic and performance for services. To restrict access to specific services based on user permissions. To allow instances to be discovered by other services in the cloud environment. Service registration in AWS Cloud Map allows instances to be discovered and connected by other services in the cloud environment, facilitating efficient service discovery and communication. How does AWS Cloud Map simplify migration between regions for service endpoints? By enabling multi-region service discovery. By simplifying network configurations. By storing endpoints in a global repository. By providing DNS resolution only. AWS Cloud Map simplifies migration between regions for service endpoints by enabling multi-region service discovery, allowing for seamless discovery of services across different AWS regions. What is the purpose of creating a service instance in AWS Cloud Map? To provision additional compute resources. To establish secure connections between services. To represent a specific service that can be discovered. To define custom health check settings. Creating a service instance in AWS Cloud Map allows you to represent a specific service that can be discovered and accessed by other services within the infrastructure, facilitating seamless service communication and interaction. In what way does AWS Cloud Map simplify the management of service endpoints over time? By periodically archiving unused endpoints. By requiring manual validation of endpoint changes. By disabling access to deprecated endpoints. By enabling automated updates to service configurations. AWS Cloud Map simplifies the management of service endpoints over time by enabling automated updates to service configurations, ensuring that endpoints remain up to date and accessible for service discovery. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.